Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to the practice portion of 3-2 subtraction of integers, part B. This is the assignment on McGraw-Hill. I'm going to walk you through the different problems here. The first 9 questions, I believe, are all just subtraction of integers. They're the ones we did in the book yesterday. They're all subtractions, so in every case you would keep, change, switch. Now, let's see if this drawing thing works here. See if I can get it to work. So if you had the problem 9 minus negative 2, you would keep, change, switch, and then here in the box you just type the number 11. Okay. Let's see, erase. Does that make it go away? Yep, made it go away. It worked. Next question. Okay, now we need to get off of draw. Next question. Same thing you're going to do with this one. You would have negative 20 minus 10. You keep, change, switch. Now you have negative 20 plus negative 10, which when you have two negatives, you just add them together and get a bigger negative. So you would type negative 30. Notice I did not type positive for the positive one. You don't want to do that. All right, next question. Again, you would keep the first number the same, change, subtract to add, and make this a positive 63. Keep, change, switch. Okay. I believe these are, like I said, the first, I think, 9 problems are just subtraction problems. Every time you keep, change, switch. Look at this one, negative 10 plus, minus 0. What happens when you subtract 0 from a number? Yeah, absolutely nothing. So the answer to this was just negative 10. Don't let that one throw you off. I have lagging problems even when you guys aren't in the room. Negative 33 minus 33. Don't be tempted to call this one 0. When you keep, change, switch this one, you would keep the first number the same, change, subtract to add, and change the sign of the second number. That does not give you 30. You're adding negative 33 to negative 33. That's going to give you a whole lot of negative there, not 0. All right, let me get rid of my little pen thingy. Next. Okay, again, keep, change, switch. Keep, change, switch. Anytime. Keep, change, switch. I think this is where we get to a different problem here. Yeah, these are substitution problems. All right, so they're giving you A minus B. A is 10. This is subtract, so this is subtract. And B is negative 7. Remember that this minus goes here, and then this is a negative 7, so this has to be negative. So it's subtract negative 7. Then you would keep, change, switch, and I think I don't need to tell anybody what the answer to that problem is. All right. Next question. This is another substitution problem. All right. You've got x minus y. X is negative 11 minus 26. Keep, change, switch, and two negatives add together to make a bigger negative. For number 12, find the distance between negative 6 and 7 on a number line. Well, this is the one where you can kind of do a mental number line, because we know that what we're going to have here is we're going to have negative 6 over here. Oh, that's supposed to be a 6. And we're going to have 7 over here. We know this distance is 6, and we know this distance is 7 units. What's 6 plus 7? This one's just 13. 13. Sorry, we're glitching here. Technology. Same thing you're going to do here. You could do like a mental number line. We have negative 14 over here. Negative 14. And then over here you would have like 5. Well, this is a distance of 14 from here to here. And this is a distance of 5. So 14 plus 5 is a total distance of 19 spaces. This pen thing works, but it doesn't, kind of. Usually I use the whiteboard pen. This time I decided to use the recorder pen. All right, the highest and lowest recorded temperatures for the state of Texas are 120 and negative 23. If you were going to write an equation for this one, you would put 120 minus negative 23. I'm just going to have to write slow. And then you would keep, change, switch. Or you could just know that the difference between 120 and negative 23, think of it as like a number line thing. You know, 120 would be way out here. And negative 23 would be over here. Well, this is the last time I used this one. That's terrible. This is supposed to be a 23. This is a distance of 23. This is a distance of 120. You would add them together and get 143. Oh my gosh. This pen is not working. All right. Turn it off. Next question. We'll try something different. All right. The table shows the starting and ending elevations of a hiking trail. It's 180 feet below sea level and 260 feet above sea level. Well, what would be the distance? Here's what we're going to do. We know that we have 180 below sea level. So if sea level's here, and it would go down 180 feet, and it goes above sea level 260 feet. So what would be the total? Well, this would be 260 here, and this would be 180 here. So you want to add 260 plus 180, and you would get 440. All right. We're getting there, 16. All right, so here we have the minimum and maximum balances for 3 college students, okay? Find the amount of variation for each student by subtracting the minimum balance from the maximum balance. Then drag the names to put the students in order from least variation at the top to greatest variation at the bottom, okay? So you would go through and you would do 145 minus negative 25. You would do 168 minus 15 and 152 minus negative 10. Then you figure out what the variations were. Whatever the answers to those are the variations. And then the kid who has the biggest variation, you're going to put on top. So we need to scroll down here. Apparently you can drag these and move them around. Like if you want to move these around, put them in order from greatest to least. Okay. I'm thinking, I'm not really sure which one of these is good. Maybe, let's say Jordan's got the greatest variation. We would put him at the top. And let's say Giovanni had the least, you'd put him at the bottom. Okay. And finally, question 17, our last question of the day. We have high and low temperatures, and you have to drag the states to put them in order from least variation in temperature to the greatest variation. So in order to find the variation, you could go 100 minus negative 80, 118 minus negative 60, 125 minus negative 50, and 117 minus negative 69. But when you keep change switch all those, you're going to end up just adding them together. So this one's 180, this one is 178, this one is 175, and this one would be, I have to do it in my head, 6 carrier 181, I believe. And so then whatever, you got to drag these states so that they're in order from the greatest variation to the least variation. So you just grab these guys and move them around until you get them in order. Okay. And that is a brief walkthrough of how to do the practice assignment. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, by all means ask. And if you need it reopened, let me know. I will reopen it one time for you to make corrections. Thanks for watching.